Episode 153. It's eerily quiet down here in the depths of the earth, or Ethereus, or whatever. Even with this monster staring us down, I think it's looking at us. Seems kinda peaceful. Surely that's a good sign. For the last part of this raid, right? I'm sure there's gonna be no problems whatsoever. I do actually mean that though, just because Nail was the biggest problem, so I don't think Bahamut is any problem. Still working with a level 70 gear, but even if Bahamut is a problem, I could just upgrade to the level 80 gear. And probably out DPS them. Probably. The entry point for Bahamut, actually, funnily enough, it just spawned you right over here in the last internment hulk after taking that portal Louis Swan opened up. And the entry point is right up there. You could just actually queue up for the final part without going back out to Thanalan, where they boot you out to, after every other part of the coil or whatever. But for some reason, you can't jump back up to where that entry point is. I don't think so. And I think it's impossible to go the long way around because there's an exit point over there, which would take you out to Thanalan. But to get here in the first place, you'd have to go through the cutscene, which only happens the first time you defeat Phoenix. I don't think you're brought here every time you defeat Phoenix. That's probably not the case, so just like the other cases in the first coil and the second coil, this location is only reachable the first time you're doing the quest. And I believe you can't even come back here when doing New Game Plus. Just the weird way it works with that, it doesn't let you come back here. This is my only chance to admire this view of Bahamut as my own character. I hope I'm recording it for posterity and everything. I mean, I am, but I hope the recording is good enough for me, because this is all I'll get unless I start a new character. Anyway, since the entry point is up there and I can't get back up, we'll just queue up over here, do the duty finder. I hope it's exciting. I don't want it to be a pushover, but I guess with my current track record through the final coil, nothing was exactly a pushover. It would be a shame if Bahamut was the only one.
"'Twas a long and arduous road, but at last we reach its end. Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether."
He is not yet whole. I did not think him capable.
Alizé! Alizé!
I had thought it finally over. I will not survive another blast. No. Is this how I honor my promise to Grandfather?
You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm. Your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I will, Grandfather. In fact, I believe I already have. That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness. I have been shown the miraculous feats of which we are all capable. Of which I am capable. Bahamut, you have wreaked enough havoc. I will not let your wrathful fires consume all that we know and love.
How long I have waited to hear you say that! You have found your resolve at last! Let me join my strength to yours. In this place, in this moment, our purpose has become one! Future of Eorzea!
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light. You must destroy Bahamut's crystal core.
Ah. That would have been the 8 comrades for the raid going in together, but it's just me. Heh. Where can I get a book like that? They fit together like a puzzle piece, or 2 puzzle pieces. So no, we're not actually fighting the giant Bahamut. We're fighting inside the Bahamut. We're fighting a less giant Bahamut inside the giant Bahamut. I'll be honest. I have no memory of this other than skipping through it on my level 100 character or something for some Wondrous Tales or something. Back when I did it on my main character, the first time it would have been at level 80 or 90, probably 90. And that would have been with all skipping phases and whatnot, so we should be able to at least see a few phases here, I hope. Or maybe I shouldn't hope that. If things go badly, well, we'll see. But first, get out of here, PP. Let's admire the scenery. And the music. Inside Bahamut's heart, huh? Can't see outside of it. I'm not going to use these for thumbnails or anything, just admiring the artistry. And that's enough. That's a tank buster, I guess. Put up the barrier. Mega flare. Oh my god. Flatten? Don't flatten me. Okay, you hit me anyway, even when I'm all the way over here. Gigaflare? That's more than a megaflare. Not as bad as Flatten, strangely enough. And now we've got the Shadow of Miracidia, I guess. Can I heal? Is that allowed? I'm suffocating. And I'm dead. Those might be mechanics that we can't deal with, which is unfortunate because that music was really nice. Maybe we can try to speed past this first phase a little bit and hear a little bit more of it. One more try on level 70 here. Or at least a few more tries if there are some things that I think I can get around, but that just seemed to be straight up unavoidable damage. So, probably not. Barrier up. I wait for the first attack so the auto-regeneration can do some work while the barrier is up. That's the plan anyway. But the auto-regeneration probably doesn't amount to all that much, does it? Here comes Flatten again. Not much I can do about that, huh? And then Gigaflare. At least the Addle will work on that. Can we get rid of the Shadow of Miracidia quickly? We probably want it gone immediately, right? It seems like it. We lasted even shorter that time. I don't think there's anything I can do to increase DPS that first round. Maybe we just put up the barrier for Flatten, or... I don't know. It doesn't matter where we put the barrier. It's all the same damage. Maybe if I put up the barrier now, it'll be ready in time for Flatten? No, it's on a 60-second cooldown. I thought it was 30 seconds for whatever reason. I don't want to know how much damage that does. Spinning him around in circles does not get you away from Flatten, unfortunately. Just get rid of this guy quickly. Again. There we go. Flare Star. Or those things, gotcha. Can we get our barrier up before they make our way, or make their way over here? Can we tank these if we have the barrier up? Nope, we're still suffocating well, which is... damage by certain attacks increased, which might include Flatten, I don't know. We're dead. Can we outrun those if we just keep on moving? Probably not. They're probably meant to be soaked up by DPS or something that don't take Flatten or whatever attacks take increased damage from suffocating will or whatever. We are going to, now, equip the level 80 here. I don't think there's any reasonable way for me to get around that. It just does too much damage at the beginning too quickly. Actually, at all times. This might not have any real mechanics to work around here, unlike the other parts of the raid. Might just be flat DPS. Ironically. That would make it the easiest. In theory, anyway. It could also make it the hardest, like Nail. That was also technically just flat DPS once you got to the last part of the battle. Now the question is, does it always cast flatten, or can we make it skip flatten if we do DPS fast enough? It did skip flatten, that's great. Flatten is like the worst one. So Giga Flare happens at some kind of phase change, it seems, where the shadow of Miracidia comes out. And Bahamut does another Giga Flare. And another phase change. I think this is an ad phase, probably. Oh, you're gonna push me? Sure, cast. Did you push me yet? From where? Oh, ads. Blood and pain of Miracidia. Well, the blood went down quickly. And this one will go down pretty quickly itself. Just letting it drag out just a little bit. Is this a completely unique model? I think it is. And kill. Get rid of the Gus. Seems to just be padding. There might be some more mechanics when there are actually more people around. Maybe I should have used that time to heal up. This actually seems to be on a hard timer though, so I'll still have the time to heal, I guess. Right. You can skip this entire ad phase by just doing enough damage to Bahamut at the very beginning. Which is actually kind of a shame because I never saw all of this on my main character. Even if they are folding like paper in front of me now. I kind of want to see all of the ghosts and the sins and the pain of Miracidia and all that. Oh my god. No, I don't want to see them anymore. Do I have enough time to heal? He's back. And I don't have Surecast anymore. Just don't push me into the edge. Oh. Alright, that was kind of a bonehead mistake on my end. Letting that guy live for a single attack that does more than like a ton of my HP. Most of my HP. Probably don't want to leave the Storm of Miracidia up for too long. Which one was it? Were you the one that killed me? No, it was the pain that did it. Or the other one. There are too many Miracidias. They're all over the place. And this one isn't taking damage? No, wait, it is. Alright, it was a sin. The sin that did all of that damage, wasn't it? Flare dampening. Guess this is just like Twintania. You have to get this to drop before Bahamut does its big attack. Which will probably be called out any second now. Or he'll just land and prepare it. No, no pain please. Can't you see I'm hurting already? It only reduces damage, so seems like healing is okay. Oh great. Just a shortcast that? Oh great. And here it comes. I can't believe I never saw this on my main character. This is incredible. Imagine doing this on the first raid night. I lived. If it's not a white mechanic, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, Alchmorn we probably do have to worry about. That's like a stack mechanic that hits a ton of times. It only hit us twice, so I guess we're okay. I'm kind of doing a little bit slow DPS for this final bit. Maybe even just a little bit of healing. I'm tethered for some reason. Gotta hit those towers, I guess. Great music. Don't want to miss it. At least he's not trying to flatten me. I don't think. What is this attack? Ah. That is a lot of attacks all at once. I'm not sure how a team of 8 is supposed to deal with that. It probably goes between different people. Oh no, Alchemorn. Can we survive another? We can. Oh, but there's more. He's gonna keep on doing more as the battle goes on, it seems. And a Mega Flare, that's okay. Oh, didn't get the Adderall. Doing another tethering. Oh, the tether is for the tower. Interesting. So it puts down a tower where the tethered player is. That would be an interesting mechanic. What do we think? Time to end this? Yeah, it's fine. My only regret is that we maybe didn't hear all of the music there. It sounded like a pretty long track, but I'm glad I heard as much as I did. It's a lot more than I did on my main character for sure. And of course, if you skip all of those phases, you don't see all of the little scene transitions. It's just a different color, but it adds quite a bit, I like to think. So what's this? The core of Bahamut? Kind of looks like a sideways eye or something? Could it be the Eye of Providence? Or perhaps the Eye of Ra? No. It's just Bahamut. And ironically, this one had the least anything to worry about. I guess I did have to put on level 80 gear, so could even beat Phoenix with level 70 gear, but I don't think there was any way I was getting through this without level 80 stuff. It's fine. Well, I can open these chests one last time. Looks like we got a Dreadworm handgun. These are pretty easy to farm, so it's not exactly like high tier glamour or whatever. Anyone can have it if they want to, but it's a pretty nice gun. What else did I get? Neo Aetherstone body gear. One of those materials that's used for upgrading things that's no longer needed. Let's just get rid of that. And I guess we can just open up the item coffers. Oh, once we're out of the instance. Okay, that's fair. Just wanted to open it while the triumphant music was playing, see all of my loot drops and whatnot.
You did it!
We sure did. Is he alive or dead? I don't know what we did in there.
But one task remains. With this last coil disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace. "'Tis done. He is truly gone." You knew, didn't you? You knew what Grandfather had become.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility. The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
And you consider that a sufficient explanation? Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather. You feared that in my obsession, I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do you now intend to do with the truth you have uncovered?
Which particular truth was that, brother? The fact that desperate prayer gave rise to the primal phoenix? That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would beseech Phoenix to complete the healing that was begun.
Yet as you and I know all too well, the very act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good. We cannot encourage such worship for this very reason. Were Grandfather forced to return as an ether-draining primal, it would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened. Let your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
Fear not, Alphino. I understand what must be done. The realm need not know the truth for it to be saved. That the Elder Primal is banished, to return no more. That is enough. Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Oriange must be beside himself with worry.
And that's that. Another attempt at necromancy thwarted by Komori Moriko. It didn't call it necromancy, but it was basically necromancy. Or something. It always comes back to necromancy. In spite of your presence, I must confess there were moments when I feared the worst. But in the end you plucked us from the flames and bore us safe unto victory, just as you always have. As for Alice, I have never been more proud to call her my sister. And here we are again. After that descent into the darkness, the desolation of northern Thanalan seems paradisal. As promised, I shan't reveal the truth of the calamity to a single soul. However, the nations of Eorzea will require certain assurances that the threat of a new primal is gone. Kept in the dark overlong, 'tis only a matter of time before they seek answers of their own accord. Let us recommend that the fragments of Dalamud are sealed off, that the truth may rest undisturbed. But first, we must go and report to Iriander. It would not do to keep him in suspense. I dare say we shall find him pacing up and down at the ceruleum processing plant. Let us go to the ceruleum processing plant and report to Uriander. It would not do to keep him in suspense. And same dialogue. Why this specific node, though? Maybe they commented on it earlier, but we seem to teleport out of here because it's close to Cartano. I mean, obviously it's for convenience. We can't actually go to Cartano in-game, not unless we do like multiplayer or something, so just a little bit weird, I guess. He's not pacing up and down. He didn't care at all. Ah, the warrior of light returneth undimmed from the depths of darkness. By thy triumphant bearing, I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend, full glad am I of thy safe return. But where, pray, are Master Alfinode and Mistress Alice? We have bad news. No, we wouldn't play that joke on him. Here, my friend, forgive our lateness. We took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe. By the heavens, look at you. What horrors your young eyes must have seen. What suffering your young bodies must have borne. Pray tell, where are you hurt? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make for a poultice which draws out. Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. We took a few tumbles, but the worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we have grandfather to thank for that. Master Louis swore. Then you met with him once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thrall seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal all to you in due course, dear friend. But first there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all the fragments of Dalamud. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past, and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith. A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. Uriander and I will more than suffice. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it. But I'm fine, brother. Besides, you have been to as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way. No, Naught could be further from the truth, Alice. My lady, 'Tis mine earnest belief that your brother has your best interests at heart. You have more than done your part, and he desirous but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with dignitaries, you must allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it is settled. Oriander, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare our story. Why don't people just teleport everywhere, like I do? Alfie node. Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister, that which we have just achieved together stands as testament to that fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same end. Of that I am certain. Thank you. That's right. I guess they're parting ways. He was only here just for the Bahamut quest. There's a place that I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Don't got anything else better to do for the remaining time on the episode? Sure. Why not? Oh, you might wanna. But first, I do believe a change of garments is in order. It won't take a moment. Yeah, I guess they kind of split up early on in A Realm Reborn, like even in the level 15 or 20 quests or something. And then it was just Alfie node. And now they're splitting up again. And actually, more than that. Seems like she's got a change of clothes, so... Was that the last time we'd see them in the same twinsy outfit? I think it might have been. The landscape is the same. Of course, there is no reason it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. Is that? I think it is. You know, I didn't realize it was here. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? I have no doubt that Alfino will do an admirable job concealing the truth of the calamity. And such truths were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day. I myself agreed that it must be so. What? What are you looking at us like that for? But the thought that the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savior, of your deeds, the injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear. Don't worry, I'm already the warrior of light. How typical of you, Komoi, never the heroine. Even so, I cannot deny that I feel better for your reassurance. But I want you to know that I will never forget. You are the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath. And though these great deeds will never be remembered in song, their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nail, and the dragons of Mericidia, for all those who were taken by the calamity. At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. When the dust of our adventure has settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea. And when I do, I will fight with all my being. You've done so much for me, Komoi. One day, I hope to be able to repay you in kind. Just don't go developing a hero complex for us or anything. Okay? You got that? Alright. I have no doubt but that you will continue to help those in need, and grow ever stronger in so doing. I shall endeavor to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alphinaud. When we next meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you. Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you, from the bottom of my heart. And that's Alice, eh? For a long time, that would be the last people saw of her, if they were doing this in real time. And I guess if we're continuing along the path that I'm doing, just the quests in order as they appear and all of the side content in the order they appear, it'll also be a while before we see her again, I guess. Looks like we got a little Louis Swa, that's surprising. And this, The Final Witness. A cool title. One that a lot of people probably don't have if they never bothered to do. The Binding Coils Unsynced or Synced or whatever. Not actually going to summon out Grandpa, although maybe just for a little bit. When asked why the Goldsmith Guild began manufacture of the wind-up delivery Moogles before even drawing up designs for their wind-up Louis Swa, the single greatest hero in the history of history, Guildmaster Serendipity replied, "Moogles are cuter." Sorry, Grandpa, I guess you're not that cute. Now, how do you get the wind-up Bahamut? There is probably one, but there's probably some insane requirement to actually get it. That's it for Bahamut, but there is actually more to Bahamut. There's like an ultimate version of the raid that was released, or not an ultimate version of the raid, but an ultimate battle, which is like a super raid condensed into one instance or something, with like multiple encounters all in one go or something like that. That's what ultimate raids are to my knowledge, I'm not exactly sure. And that ultimate raid was unlocked around the level 70 time frame, so in the, what was it? Stormblood expansion? That would have been it. Sometime in one of those patches. where you probably would have fought an even more intimidating version of Bahamut then. Probably, I wonder, do you even fight like the huge, enormous version of Bahamut that is actually the real version of Bahamut? Because we just fought like a dream version of Bahamut, or I guess we fought a representation of Bahamut inside Bahamut's heart. I want to stop saying Bahamut, but soon. But the Bahamut that you fight in the ultimate version of the whatever, do you actually fight like giant Bahamut? I can't imagine how, but there are battles where sometimes you fight huge enemies, and just recently, in the main story, over in Corsus, we were fighting that huge-ass dragon right here on the bridge. I called that the biggest dragon that I've ever faced, but unless you fight the giant version of Bahamut in that ultimate raid, it's probably not outclassed. Anyway, nothing left to do. Well, I guess there is one other thing, just to get it off of our map. Right here. The last blue quest that should be here in the bar. Sing me another song. What'll it be, Komoy? You know, if you have a second, a certain patron of mine's been itching to have a word with you. Our friend the bard here. He says he needs inspiration that only an adventurer's tale can provide. Plain lacking in imagination, if you ask me, but he's not a bad sort. Wandering or not, he never tries to pay in song what he owes in copper. Would this have been the first time you would have talked to the wandering minstrel? I don't know. Gomori, can it be you? You've outdone yourself since last we met. Not much I've heard. Okay, maybe not the first time. They say you sojourned to Dalamud's shadow, yet live to tell the tale. I was in these parts at the time, and felt a disturbance in the aether. It was the White Raven himself, you say? Ah, no wonder. Tell me more, my good Komori. Recount to me your journey through the shadow. Take me there, on the wings of memory and imagination. I don't want to, I hate remembering it. Your stirring tale has stirred me. Lo, I am as a cauldron bubbling fragrantly in the great kitchen of a castle keep. A stew of inspiration, a slew of verses. Listen, my good adventurer, and listen well, for the song I sing is of your tell. Oh, better go charge that. Into the flesh of darkness, go bringers of light, for the flame that flickers in Bahamut's tomb. In what cloying black stirs a raven white, clawing blood from a barren womb? Alright. What was slain in silver proud did in golden malice rise, medals of infamy and ruin, that every hero must despise, especially me. What say you? Is this not exactly how you told it to me? Ah, but you forget, I am a poet. We read between the lines, rendering into words that which was left unspoken. Lest you wonder, I shall name this composition Shadow of the Raven. And luckily this quest doesn't actually involve doing the Savage raid. But yeah, we unlocked the second coil of Bahamut Savage. The only coil that got a Savage version because this one was too hard compared to the others. So they had to tone it down to the version that's in the game now, apparently. And then put the original version into the Savage, if I understand that correctly. Thanks to the musical stylings of the Wandering Minstrel, you can now relive your foray into the second coil of Bahamut. As the name suggests, the second coil of Bahamut Savage is a brutally difficult version of the raid of the same name. If you choose to undertake this challenge, it will be purely for honor and glory. In future expansions, Savage raids don't become that. They're not just the original version after they toned it down. Savage raids become the harder version of raids that are designed for people to clear without too much difficulty, just in casual play like I do. In other words, Savage raids become the endgame content that the cores of Bahamut were meant to be when they first came out, so they kind of changed gears after this to make raids more digestible for anybody that just wants to enjoy the story and whatnot. Since I've got the time, what do you say, Komori? One last turn in the coil, huh? One last disrespect for the White Raven. Does the cutscene actually play out the same here? I guess they wouldn't change it for the Savage version. Now, I don't think this is any different mechanically, just like tougher, more damage or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty sure we're gonna kick his ass with this level 80 gear though, but just in case. Oh, we don't have the echo, so that's one thing that's different. We still have the plus 300% epic echo, so there's that. This might just be a version of the raid without the echo. That could be the only difference. In which case it will be a cakewalk. We didn't exactly skip meteor phase this time, but that's fine, we can handle meteors. I forgot to mark the D. Oh well. Oh no. Why is he so big? What happened? How do you absorb? You know what? I don't have to deal with this. I admit I was a little bit slow on the draw there, but that shouldn't have happened. This gives me the chance to put down the D though. D for Darkness. That darn Darkness. There's no need to do this on Savage, but I just feel like sticking it to the guy, you know? After all the trouble he gave me. Oh. If we were a little bit quicker, we didn't have to deal with that meteor. Alright, a little bit quicker this time. I just want to keep the red one alive is all. There we go. That's simple. And the meteor's already gone, so I actually don't need to keep this guy alive. But I'll wait a little bit. Just to get this thing rolling. The Aether charge. And we can charge up this. And now the meteor phase. As before, same strategy, no real changes. Are they attaching quicker than they were before? They seem to be off cycle. Those two immediately drop down at the same time. Should be fine though, seems like more meteors than usual, I think. Like way more meteors. I can handle a few meteors, just need to kill the golems, I guess. Get rid of this one, and this one. Leave the red one to absorb 3 of them. And we'll heal up to full before we're done with this. Because it looks like we have to deal with 2 meteor explosions after this. We'll get this rolling. Start on this. And maybe just kill. After we've healed to full and gotten our barrier back. Alright, that's enough. Begin whatever flare. Was it Mega Flare? Strangely enough, Nail's Mega Flares are more scaring than even Bahamut's Terra Flare. Alright, put up the barrier for the comets. Prepare for Heaven's Fall. Begin DPS. What's this? This is new. More meteors? You're shitting me. Are they gonna blow up too? Maybe we just end it now, as quick as we can, after the ghost is gone. Get him down to 47. And start. Ice Ball should be coming out any second now. I don't think we're gonna win. There's one Ice Ball. Meteor. Nope, second Ice Ball. Okay, Yeah, I guess he might have more HP too. Or no. Right, I forgot. I'm dealing less damage now. I almost got in all of the attacks I wanted. The only thing I was missing was maybe like 2 more Festers and maybe... I could do this, I think. Yeah. We will actually try it. This was just to be for fun, to kill time. But I'm so tired of Nail. Damn Deus Darnus. Even the Savage Mode version. I want to kill him. I could just wait until I'm like level 90 or something, but I think we can do it. I just need to time it right with extra Festers and whatnot. Here I thought I was done. I should have been done. This is the true final boss of the Bahamut raids. Funny that you fight him in the middle of the raids. And here I am fighting him again when I don't have to. It's like the Wandering Minstrel said, we don't have to do this. The plan remains the same, Garuda and Fester, just not on the red one. Just kind of need them to stand further apart, I guess. We don't have to wait. Although we might need the barrier. Actually, we do need the barrier, don't we? I forgot. Because there are a lot more meteors this time. The barrier will be back in time for meteors, I think. What the? This is more what I'm used to. Okay, no, it's kind of random now, actually. I have no idea what order they're dropping in. Some of them are stacked, some of them aren't. It's hard to say. It looks like they're just 5 up now, though, so that should be okay. Again, Garuda and Fester. on everything but the red one. They're kind of close right now. Damn. Why? Why? They just spawned close to each other. That's not fair. Why am I still doing this? Why am I making myself suffer? This is probably only a fraction of the pain that people going through this raid honestly have to deal with, though. At least then they don't have to worry about, or at least here I don't have to worry about other people. So they're close together, I have to quickly kill the one in the middle, this one. Then this one. Quickly, please. No. Again, Garuda is just too damn slow. I needed to use this attack, the Ruin 4, which goes out instantly, rather than wait for Garuda. That was the plan. Oh, did I? My gear is broken. Or it's pretty close to being broken. This is calling back, this is exactly what happened on my main character. My gear broke during an 8-man version of this when we were trying it, and I was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because my gear broke and we couldn't continue in the instance we were, no one wanted to wait while I repaired my gear and then queued back in. It's a bad memory for me. I want to overcome that memory by killing Nail. Or at least getting to the next phase again, one more time. Why was it so easy every other time? It can't be different spawning conditions for the golems, right? There's no way. I just have to use Garuda every time, just like I did last time, right? Or did I actually used to use Titan? I think it was Titan, actually. Titan might be safer with the timing. Nope. They're just too close. All the buttons are starting to blend together. I think I'm doing this wrong. I need this out, don't I? Right. I need to have one of these quick attacks out rather than waiting on the summons. Now I can just do Emerald Right on one of the guys, and along with Fester should be enough to kill, without waiting on one of the summons. I'll test it. It should have been enough. It really should have. I just didn't target the one that was close by. That's annoying. We actually need to repair our gear. Incredible. Where can we do that? Wonder why I'm getting that tutorial just now. I've been repairing my gear all this time. Guess that's the first time I repaired when I was so low on durability. This time for real, right? Yeah, for real. I didn't put down the D. Not like it matters, we never get to that phase. Placement is good, I just need to execute. If only it was that easy every time. I could make it easier on myself, but it's hard to be consistent. Alright. I think we're good. I forgot to get out Garuda. Damn. I'm gonna have to rely on luck again. Alright, luck worked out, I guess. I think. We'll wait on Fester a little bit. Damn, unnecessary damage. Alright, here we go. More unnecessary damage. It should be fun. When our Fester next reaches, almost ready to come back up, that's our time. The only opportunity we have to do our maximum combo. We can start doing DPS now, but I need to be careful not to do that same mistake of bringing him down too far too fast. Watch out for that ghost. And now. I did it wrong. Of course. Damn, didn't get any further that time. This time for real, right? That might be the key. Not kiting them over, the one that I attack. I guess the one that I attack usually gets kited over sometimes. That seems to be a problem I was making for myself. That was the key all along. Just don't kite them over myself. Begin with Garuda, then Ruin 4, the rest is simple enough. Just gotta remember, and avoid the damn Heaven's Fall. Our opportunity comes at 10 seconds remaining, approximately. Maybe a little bit less than 10 seconds. That's enough damage. Keep an eye on that Heaven's Fall. Should be one more Garrote. And here it comes, our window of opportunity. Aw. 1.4%? Really? This time for real though, right? Half rotation should be good. On to the opposite side of the D. Place 2 here. That's enough. The rest should auto-place themselves. For a stack of 5. And we just gotta get past this part with the damn golems. Just kill the closest one to you, and that's it. Don't worry if it's red. We just have to get the kill. Alright. It worked out. Beat them 3 golems, or 3 meteors. We can tank the other 2. I think we're okay for the next phase, aren't we? Get ready for Heaven's Fall. Begin with Emerald. Summon Garuda, then Ruin 4, then Emerald Rites, then Summon Ifrit, 1 Ruby Rite, Ruin 4 again, and a Swift Cast Ifrit. No, wait, I need to wait. Damn. That's what I get for rushing. Need to get him down to 47% first. This time for real though, right? Just have to get lucky with the spawning 2 times in a row with the golems. This is not great. Just kill. Alright, we made it through. Luckily the red one was last. But we actually prefer that on the second round. The first round is much easier to deal with if it's not red. Begin the Aether Charge, Tree Fester, or whatever that's called, Energy Drain. Barrier should be ready in a moment. for the next phase. Place down 2 here, and start running halfway around the clock. The 6-spoked clock, or whatever. That should be 5 meteors. Now we just gotta get lucky with this quick kill. Again, I can't do anything but go for the one closest to me. It'll be unfortunate, but if it's red, I'll have to kill. Damn. And I left the worst one alive. I could have gone for blue instead. But I left green off. I don't think we can make it with this. I don't think I can out-heal it. We simply won't be able to survive with this amount of... Well, actually there are less meteors than I thought, so maybe we can survive one. Alright, I'd say we broke even. Just gotta be careful here. Not to get below 47. That's enough. Hopefully that didn't phase him. No dragons, right? Please no dragons. Dragons. Not the right dragons, though. This dragon is okay. Exactly 47% is just fine. A window comes when there's approximately 10 seconds left on Ruin 4. Begin with Garuda, then Ruin 4, and everything there is straightforward after that. Another Heaven's Fall. Get ready for a window. Right around now. Then a swift cast, and that's all we can do. Please kill. Thank God. It worked out. That was the perfect combo. And I think we got hit by one ice ball too. I never want to see Nail again. Goodbye forever. Yeah, there's that one ice baton. I was about to be hit by the other one. I guess I really did need that perfect 18-second window to kill this guy. It worked out. I could have done this with higher item level armor and maybe made it to a bit easier, but it probably wouldn't have been that much better. Although I say that, it probably would have helped out a bit because my secret weapon here ended up being this pumpkin potage, which gave me just a bit more determination and critical hit that I needed. A lot of the runs that I had previously against this guy, well, they were failing. I got her down to 1.7%, like 2 times. I'm not sure if I'm even going to put that in the video, but probably not. There's no reason to upload every single attempt. But it was just so annoying getting it down to 1.7%. I had to quit out and get this pumpkin potage, something specifically designed to give me more determination and critical hit. Both of these stats, I think, probably the most important to giving you just a little bit more edge for damage, and I think it actually worked out. There's no reward, by the way. Oh wait, there is. Okay. What do we get for this? Some stuff we can't use other than a coffer. And some kind of composite bow, along with a weapon coffer. How does the bow look, at least? Kinda cool. I'm not gonna become an archer, though. BP, your job is done. What a trial. Never again. That's probably the only time I'm ever going to do Savage. And actually, now that we're finally done with the cores of Bahamut, that was the only reason I was leveling up Sumner up this much, pouring all of my EXP from the story quests into this class. Now that I no longer have to do any weird solo stuff like this ever again, probably, I can't think of anything. I think I'm ready to retire Sumner for good. Meaning, we'll be saying goodbye to PP for a while. Maybe not forever, but I think I want to get back to other classes, mainly Black Mage as my main. In Philia, we've done it. We killed Bahamut, the greatest primal there has ever been, and probably ever will be. That's not true. But still, I think we've earned forever. Forever in terms of vacation hours. From here on out, I hope you never bother us with another job ever again. And we'll be spending those vacation hours doing the Moogle delivery quests. Not exactly much of a vacation doing delivery work, I know, but it sounds quite a bit easier than all the stuff we just went through. Plus, you get to go all across Eorzea, meeting some strange people, and having fun with them. That's a vacation, isn't it? Since I guess our vacation starts now would be a good time to take a break.